I would like to do the review, but not in the all the games developers name. I have been doing that, and I don't think people are liking this review type of thing. So the game is amazing. I'm gonna little bit talk about it. After that, I'm gonna go into the world and do the full review. So the game, okay, they made it absolutely unbearable. The Hollow Knight was perfect difficulty. If you do not have a lot of experience with the game, again you would like little bit struggle in the starting, and then after that, whenever like you play, and you will become good, and you would appreciate the design, the bosses, the enemies, the runbacks, the shortcuts, the abilities, the like horizontal dash ability, the vertical dash ability, everything, double jump. And the bosses are so good, not like this in the Silksong. I have been talking with the few people who are appreciating it. Basically they were completely not okay with the bosses, calling all the ads, all the different side enemies or pawns during the boss fights. And if it is if it is not overwhelming by the boss's attack, the bosses goes crazy, Trobio, the tormented Trobio. That guy was completely nuts, man. 2158 Kickstarter backers and Seth Goldman. Seth Goldman was the guy who's I think requested the game when Seth was. So I was talking about the boss going crazy. Through the darkness and dangers you deserve. Thank you for exploring the world of Hollow Knight, Silksong. Let's meet again on the road ahead. But please don't wait make it wait for us 7 years, 11 years. So what was I talking about is that the game should have been Hollow Knight difficulty, and all the shenanigans with the platforming was really good. Some platforming was tough, but when you get to know the area, right, it becomes really good. The background music, the enemies, and everywhere was good, right? But the difficulty changed, or the difficulty spikes when you fight the locked room challenge, which I have every locked room I have shown on my channel, guys. You can just go on in the Hollow Knight Silksong list. You would find it everything. They are marked with the location and that locked room challenge. What happened is that there was 2 enemies, 3 enemies, and sometimes it is very locked in very small room, especially in the deep docks, and sometimes hunters march there. I didn't struggle with any bosses, but when I was young, not young, when I was in the early of the game, I entered Hunter's March. I did not go into the deep docks to get the abilities or the far fields. I just entered into the Hunter's March from the Maros, and when I entered there, I thought I would be able to take them down. I killed 2 enemies, and when the 5th phase comes, right, I was gasping for my heal, and I'm not healing, I'm not jumping. Those flying enemies and the skull enemy was taking me down like crazy, man. I wasted hours there, that place, and then I gave up. I was being headstrong, and I wanted to defeat. No, I'm gonna do it. It is a challenge, I can do it. Then I thought about myself, why I'm being so stupid. I'm gonna come back here again, and with the better ability. And when I went back, got my one upgrade, the blade upgrade, the few abilities, I was able to take them down in first attempt when I went to the second time. So the game was all about that. End of the game doesn't tell you that the difficulty is like that, but it spikes in such a way that you are going through the area, you're cruising through the area, and suddenly there is a locked room, with unprecedented stupidness packed with enemies who are doing the deep dogs. Take the example of deep dogs there. Before the boss, after the boss, I think there was a locked room with the two helmet enemies who are like throwing bombs all like together, and there were like two enemies who were like throwing the smaller bombs. It was so crazy and so hectic, man. It was like, what is going on? And it's not like sometime, you just, there are two enemies, right? You kill one, you need, then you, after you kill the second, then there is going to be two enemies, right? No, 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 no. You kill one enemy, there is one enemy remaining, two enemies will come back again. It will become three enemies. So it is your decision to kill the enemy who's doing the boss fight in the Khan boss, right? There was three gauntlet area, right? Stages. There was like, any, you need to take down the flying enemy before the ground enemy. If you do not take down the flying enemy first and take down the ground enemy, you will have two what do you call, the flying enemies and one ground enemies. So it was that kind of a decision you needed to make. So, after going through the trials and tribulations, or understanding the game wants you to defeat in such a like sequence wise, so that you make your the area or the gauntlet or the locked room challenge easier, or the bosses there. You needed to have the thread storm sometime in the starting part. When I got my thread storm, it became so easy till it became very hard, where the silk skills I considered after like half of the act 2 absolutely garbage, where I did not like look at them until unless I needed to take care of the ads who are like flying away. I cannot pogo them, and they are like on the, like, take the example of Khan boss fight before the gauntlet. There were flying enemies, and there was like no place to I can move, because there was like a spikes on the floor. So I did there. So it is like very specific. After that, I did not use during the whole game. I used my tools, cockfly stacks. So it was, if you do not know that if you do not have the what do you call that, shards, you cannot actually make yourself such powerful build, so that you would just cast those things and they are gonna take them down with the poly pouch and the magnetite dice. It is just becomes very very like, what do you call that, a potent attack against those enemies, and you cruise through those challenges. So there was a way to take them down. I have made a guide for every boss and every lock room. So make it easy by yourself, but the game is not going to tell you. And when you are like not going to experiment your build, like take the example of Scar singer Carmelita and the Lost Lace boss. There the Wanderers and the girl, the outcast, the Wanderer's crest was absolutely fantastic, man. You needed to just attack. When the boss is coming headstrong towards you, you will be having that Wanderer crest with the multi-binder and injector bander and druid's fluid. You are just ripping them apart. Like take the example of a Scar singer Carmelita. I just took her down in second attempt. First with the Reaper's crest, and then second time, because I realized within the first attempt that you cannot pogo her. If you cannot pogo the enemies, you could pogo Lostless also, but one attack like this kind, like lengthy boss, it will not help you all out there. And she's like attacking in such a fast manner. You needed such a headstrong attack, and Druid's Eye is absolutely game changer in the act 3. So guys, it is possible to make it easy, but the game is not easy, and the game is not easy makes it for some people unbearable. It is not for me unbearable. It was because I have only 1 and 2 hours in, like, during the day I can play the game. But it made myself that irritating. Why there is this thing? When I was playing Hollow Knight, it was such a pleasant attempt. There was a gauntlet, what do you call that, in Hollow Knight there was in area there was a whole like competition was going on. It was, I when I played that one, I fell in love with the Hollow Knight. It was such a unique experience for me. It was such beautifully designed. There was like platforming, there was like enemies, there was the identity to come up with the everything. Here also there are things, but it made it overly like irritating. Where it felt irritating. It just felt irritating. Some people were like calling it one guy was made the comment that I want to like hit the controller in my eyes and put the like he wanted to hurt himself. I was like, why we want to do that? But some people are feeling that way. But I was like Hunter's March, I was like not happy about it when I wasted like 1 or 2 hours there. So that was not what I meant or wanted to experience, right? I wanted to experience. I have harder bosses and where I struggled like crazy, but I came through with the my own learning the attacks. Here there is no learning of the attacks. You needed to come with the build better build is the what took you too far away in the game or the boss fight. Understanding their attack pattern, then coming with the build, that is what very important here. So it is not purely based on skill. I know there are people who are like making all bosses no damage. I know I am not that great or like pro like them. I am just like old now, so my reflexes and my gamepad is like completely broken, guys. So left stick and rather right stick are completely like dragged. If you have watched my videos, you can see whenever I was like not controlling her, she's just drifting away, or like the menu was going haywire. I had to like edit this part out or sometime like leaving those parts. So it is like and the Logitech F710 has 125 hertz or 225 at 50 hertz. That there is a huge lag there. I need to come back with my adversities, come over my adversities and play the game and enjoy it. I enjoyed it. So I'm just complaining about the choice of the developers Team Cherries to make it absolutely doing it too much. Like when there you have a girlfriend, right? And you love her so much, but she cheats you, right? So I just gave that analogy when I was uploaded the game in very early, and that very like I thought about that. You are loving that girl or you're loving that your kid, and they are cheating on you. Like, man, this is not what I expected, right? The experience was muddled because of that. The bosses could have been longer. You could make their health longer, but do not add so many extra enemies. Or if you are doing it, so remove the boss from there, right? I want to fight those if you want them. So all those things were the few niggles which were like a lot of people. I think there is going to be a fight between this Silksong and Expedition 33. I think the Expedition 33 is gonna win the game of the year, I think, because Expedition 33, after half of the game, when you understand the Pictos and everything else, that game becomes a way easier, way easier, man. Until you like fight that last secret boss, I'm forgetting that name. You finish the game and reach that part in the underground, and there that is also I like took him down with the what was that her name, the main characters, the 2 or 3 attacks. I needed to survive his 2 attacks and took him down. But except that, till the Pentress boss, you were like really enjoying it. After that, I did not enjoy it. So that is the minus point there. This game's minus point is that the whole game in Act 3, man, I was only fighting one boss after boss after boss. There was only like Farfield was only the place where I was searching around or looking around, and explored a little bit of part where I like had the race, Springmaster's race, Swift race, that I enjoyed it. but after that it was no experience, no exploration there. So that was that thing.
So let's go very in deep. You're gonna compare this game with the Hollow Knight and definitely with the other games also like Blasphemous. It doesn't require that comparison, but you know I think Hollow Knight made or set the standard for the Metroidvania. Then it got followed by Blasphemous 1 and 2 and Salt and Sanctuary. Those games really, you know, popped up, and like that was the that was the time I really enjoyed playing Metroidvania a lot. It is not like long before, like I think Blasphemous 2 was last year. It was such a good game, and Ori game, any all those games were so good. No, so where did this difficulty fascination for the difficulty came about? Few I think I know that it came from the few influencers, YouTube or gamers who have criticized many games being so easy, and that is the reason, like the people who are like playing the game and have a lot of followers have made such a made a statement or started giving negative points for the game because they were like easy. It was they were those games were not easy. They were like fairly, or some games were easy but fairly challenged, and they have provided those elements to overcome the difficulty. Here also the Silk Song has the tools you can use to make yourself absolutely strong. So problems comes arise when they make it, they take it this thing to way far away, like way far, no, people who are like average or people like I am who are not very good. I don't consider myself a pro gamer. I know people who are like pro gamer are, they do challenges which is like out of the world, man. I just saw them, the speedrunners. They are like really true pro gamers of the game like industry. But still I can wiggle my way around of any like tough game I have played. I have played every game, Souls and Metroidvania, and I have always find a way to face the challenges. I am not perfect, so I expect like 90 to 95% of the gamers are not that perfect, and they do not have like God's eye or the ability to comprehend all those information at all those like all those things at once, and come up with their reaction and everything. They have absolutely right top of the graphic card, top of the screen, which is like giving them the enough information also, do not have the broken controller like mine. So those advantages they have, but still I'm not complaining about or giving excuses that I do that. So I'm great gamer like them, but you can find your way to those difficult games. But Silksong took it too far. They have given it, but they do not give you information. And after getting those searching information and making yourself stronger enough, it still does not give you the what do you call that satisfaction, or what do you call that, man, assurance that you would be able to absolutely go there and bully the boss or take care of them, and you will be able to kill them, right, very easily. No, it is not gonna happen. You need to understand the boss's mechanic, the amount of damage, or where it's gonna come back to and touch you, like Trobio, Torment and Trobio boss fight, man. That was I needed to learn his those bombs he was throwing away, and his I was considering myself to be a place where I that thing was not gonna touch me, right? But when they were showing those flares ups, and those flare ups were like reaching me like in an instant, like they are increasing 50% of their length. And I just when I faced that challenge, I understood it, I got over it, But when the boss enters into second phase, you get to like face that bullshit boss. That boss is attacking at the same time, and the flare ups coming from the your ass, man. You needed to just jump around. You needed to understand what is going on here, and that's where the patience comes in handy. So along with all those things, you need to have patience. Your eye movement means, like, whenever the boss was doing those bomb attack, you need to look at the bombs, not the boss. And when that those were like done, you position yourself. You need to change your eye to the boss. If you do not do that, you would lose on the I would say your health. The everything touches, or everything like flare ups was like causing like 2 damage. The same thing was with the last boss, Lost Lace. She was in first phase showing you that I can attack with these two different attacks, right? And 3 different attacks. But in second phase she goes and has like 3 attacks, one more attacks, and she's doing it in a constantly. And that's where the patience comes in handy. You need to bide your time. This game teaches you to be patient, or have patience. So that time you will have enough information, and just have patience. She's gonna give you a moment to attack. And it doesn't come in like very naturally to anyone who's like playing the game, and who's now not like really good gamer, who's like no gonna like think that I can attack, and that is happening to me. I'm telling you about myself. I don't know what is happening to you guys, but that is what I'm feeling. I can attack. No, I can just go get past that attack. But that was the mistake, and realizing that mistake is the way to like completing a challenge, completing the locked room, completing the bosses and their bullshit add-ons enemies. So understanding that thing, guys, will make it Silksong a little bit bearable. Not I would not consider this game as great as Hollow Knight. Even the Blasphemous 2 was better than this game. That was a really exploration was so good in that Blasphemous 2. I really enjoyed it. I really like that was graphically was not that appealing, I would say, but the gameplay, the parry system, the everything was so good there. Here the parry system was there, right? You would not understand like realize it until unless you go into the Hunter's March and you fight that Scarguard boss, the big ant boss. But still, the what do you call that, you do not have enough courage to like go, yeah, I can do that. I don't want to waste my time, man. I can just like move away and just tap in, move away, tap in. So that the game gives you the enough like ways you can like fight the boss, fight the enemies. So the game like Elden Ring provides you enough ways yourself to decide how do you play. So that in that aspect, I am not gonna criticize the game as hard as I want to, and people have commented on my channel. I would say that you could expect the game to be hard, and it is hard game because of the bullshit, the small room, locked room challenges, even the small room where the bosses are there, so many attacks coming at from the different areas. You need to understand that having patience is the key, having your build is the key. What uh, crest you're using, that is also a key. If the enemies are like want to like fight you head on, then there is no greater crest than the Wanderer's crest. If you can go diagonally, then Hunter crest is a better than Wanderer crest. But there is a caveat there: you cannot take damage, guys. That is the thing. If you do get like little bit touchy with the enemies, then you are gonna get hit with a lot of damage, and you are not gonna do DPS damage as Wanderers. So you need to understand what is the game is providing you the tool with. Tools are great in the game, guys. So I'm not gonna give it 9 out of 10. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. So I hope you have liked the review. If you have, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna share my videos. I'm gonna sleep it off till the DLC comes up, and please do subscribe, guys. I want to really increase my channel subscription. I love you guys. I will meet you in the next episode. Till then, bye.